Okay, this little video will demonstrate how to mark up a student's paper using the review functions in Word. That's sort of the trivial by the way part of the video. But it also is a suggestion that you could use Camtasia to capture your comments on the students' papers as you are making them. Okay, so that's really the more profound part of this. It's a way to personally relate to the student what you think they ought to be doing with their papers in a little video where they can actually see it, and while you're at it, coach them on using Word and putting their paper in the format that you want. Okay, so this theoretical student has submitted this paper in my class, and now I'm reading through it, and I noticed some mistakes that I want to point out to the student. So to use the review part of Word, I'm just going to highlight a certain sentence, go to the Review tab, and add a comment. And you see Word will highlight that sentence for me in pink. Now, the instructor who has done this frequently will have these formatted in Word where they can just grab them and paste them in here as comments. English teachers know that you say the same things over and over and over when you're commenting on student papers. This is a run-on sentence, for example, and I want it changed. I'll go ahead and insert my comment here. Okay, as I say, the wise instructor will have quick parts that have these very common comments canned that you can just grab, or you will have them in another Word document where you can copy and paste them into the comments on any paper. Okay, so that's one comment. Now let's make another one. As I read through this paper, I notice that the student has used endnotes. The student has gone to a lot of trouble to produce notes. Let me show you here. I'm going to scroll to the end of the document real quick, and they've got all of these endnotes. And there's quite a few of them, though as we read through them, we notice that a lot of them are fairly superficial. They're from Wikipedia and other common public websites. So we want to comment on that, and first of all we want to tell the student to make their endnotes into footnotes. That will make them sad enough, but also that we need them to do more research in the library using the scholarly journals rather than just Wikipedia. So I would highlight that first endnote indicator in the text there and add my new comment. Okay, I would make a comment something along those lines. Now, when I told the student to convert their endnotes to footnotes, they might be at a loss. They might not know how to do that in Word, and here's another strong advantage of making a video when you're reviewing papers. You can demonstrate procedures right in Word, or whatever program you happen to be working with. It could be Excel or PowerPoint or whatever. But I would say something along these lines. Okay, now I just asked you to convert your endnotes to footnotes, and you might be wondering how to do that. Here's how. Click on the References tab, and then you see there's a little arrow here at the bottom of the footnotes area. That's called the launcher, and we'll go ahead and launch this footnote and endnote dialog box. At the very top of it, we can specify footnotes, and then we can click the Convert button. And we want to choose Convert All Endnotes to Footnotes. Okay? When you click OK here, it's going to do just that. It will have a dramatic impact on the formatting of your document because it will have to make room for the footnotes on the various pages where they exist and move your text down to other pages. So you'll have to go back through and reformat this document. It should be fairly easy, though. You'll just have to eliminate some spaces and tighten up your text a little bit. But this is what I'd like you to do so that we see footnotes rather than endnotes. Okay? I'm going to cancel here. Okay, and also you might want to chastise the student for having a misspelled word in their document. You would say something like this. If you're using Word, you really have no excuse for misspellings. You've misspelled excitation here in the text. Whenever you see that jaggy red underline, it means that the word is not found in Word's dictionary. If you just put your cursor over the word, right-click, and you'll see the correct spelling for that word, and you can select it right off that list. Okay, you see that? So I chose the correct spelling, and it made the change for me. Remember, you'll be graded off an entire letter grade for any misspellings that occur in your final draft. Now, another thing you can do, I've noticed this on the next page of your document, is you'll see that jaggy red underline under a term that is correct. In this case, it's a formula. So in cases like that, to get rid of that little red jaggy underline, you can right-click and add to dictionary or ignore all occurrences of this. If you're going to be writing papers that include HV all the time, you might want to add it to your dictionary. Otherwise, ignore all would be the best choice to make. And then before you turn the paper in, go through the entire document, and wherever you see one of those red jaggy underlines, either add it to your dictionary, tell Word to ignore it because you know it is correct, and be sure that you know it's correct, or correct its spelling. Okay? Okay, I'd say your paper's coming along very well, but you need to go through and address some of these technical issues that we've talked about. Okay, so and then what you're going to do is go to the File menu in Word and share this document and email it back to the student. It will contain your comments, and the student can use it to make their corrections. Okay, that's one reason you might want to use Camtasia when reviewing your students' papers.